Hello everyone, it's Mellow1 here. I've had requests on Mason's channel to do some sort of video, so I thought I'd just do a review, a 10,000 kilometer review on my CRF250L. It's a 2016. So I'll do a review on the bike up until this point. So 10,000 kilometers, about 6,000 miles, and some of the things I've added to it. If you would like to go over, I'm just going to get off the bike here and go over a few things that I've done. So like I said, 2016 CRF250L. Mostly stock, suspension stock. There's been no airbox mods. No exhaust mods, no electronic jet kit. Most of the mods I've done are off-road related, that will either protect my bike or protect me. We'll start from the back. Emperor Racing offered a deal where you could buy 3 of the things for this bike. It was the bash plate, the radiator guard, and the luggage rack. And those were the first things I added for some off-road protection, because obviously, like the bigger adventure bikes, there's no crash bars. So that is it's hard to see, I got the bag on here. This is the Moscow Scout 25. But it bolts to the original luggage pegs. So you unbolt the original luggage pegs, and you bolt the rack in the holes where those were. The bash plate, you can see it a little better on this side. The bash plate is pretty decent. It's got coverage for the water pump, coverage for the oil filter cover, and it goes pretty much all the way back to just before the rear linkage. It doesn't cover the rear linkage, but it offers some very good coverage, more so than the OE plastic one, which doesn't protect any of the frame rails. And it's only plastic. This one bolts up pretty nice too. The other Emperor protection piece is the radiator guard. It's obviously the stock one's just plastic and doesn't offer any sort of protection for the rad. So if you were to lay down the bike and something was to impact the side, the plastic shroud here, hard enough that it would push the shroud in and then cave in your radiator, and it might leave you on the side of the trail if it starts to leak. So Emperor made this radiator guard, and then there's this brace that goes from this side of the guard and then braces against the frame. So that will, that'll help in case you were to land pretty hard on the radiator side. So those are those 3 things. Another one of the things I added right off the bat was a folding shift lever. This folding shift lever is an Honda OE part. It's actually for a CRF150R, the 150 race bike, and it's a direct bolt on, and it works beautifully, and it folds, unlike the OE. So that was an immediate upgrade. Let's see some of the other things I've done recently. I put the Renthal bars, the Renthal double wall bars on it. 7/8, not the, obviously not the fat bars. So I put those on. I put the hand guards on. These are the Acherbys X Factor hand guards. Very good hand guards. Large plastic guard that goes over the bar. And they look really good too. The double take mirrors. Obviously double take mirrors. Set them where you want for the road, and then you could fold them in when you go off-road to keep them out of the way, keep them from hitting things. Or if you go down, it keeps them out of the way. And they will never break. A couple other things. I just put this on, the stainless braided line, which is one of the things I should have done right off the bat, because it's an amazing upgrade for this bike. The braking is moderate. It's not anything. It's not great, but it's not terrible. But there is only one rotor and one caliper, so I needed everything I could get out of it. So I put that braided line on, and it's much better feel to the brake. What else? I put this ram ball mount for my Garmin. I added a 12-volt outlet. The 2016 does not have a tach, so I added this hour meter / tach, and it's battery operated. I have to put a battery in it once a year, which is not bad. But it just tells me, I don't actually use it for shifting, obviously, but I use it to see what the RPMs are on the highway. And if I was to go down a gear or down a tooth on the front sprocket, it'll tell me what the, it's obviously going to rev a little higher, but I would like to know how much higher. So it'll tell me that. I added the Wolfman Enduro tank bag. It's the one that seems to fit the best for this bike, because it is a dirt bike style seat and tank. So there isn't a lot of room up here, not like the other bikes. Mason has the Nomad. That I thought that would be a little big for this bike. So I saw some pictures on the internet, and this one seemed to fit the best. And it holds my phone. I also added power for the tank bag. So I just split the 2-pin SAE wire. I just put a splitter on it and brought one of them up here to the tank bag, and one of them goes up to the 12-volt outlet. The charger I just got off Amazon. This is a very good one. It's got 4 ports, an iSmart charger for your iPhone, and a quick charge. I use the quick charge to charge the camera batteries for the Sony. What else have I done? Oh, I put, well, they're not on right now, but in the colder weather, I use the Oxford heated grip covers. So they just Velcro over the top of your OE grips. And they plug in to this wire I have bundled up here, and then you just switch them on with this controller. There's no temperature control, so they're on full blast all the time, super hot, to the point where you can't hold on to them. So you sort of have to shut it off when it gets too hot and turn them back on. It's kind of a pain, but I like them because I can take them off in the summer and have my Renthal grips, which I like, the full waffle Renthal grips. What else? Oh, the Go Cruise throttle lock. Unbelievable. I recommend this to everyone, especially when you're cruising on the highway for long periods of time. It gives you that ability to get a quick shake in your hand. Sometimes my parts of my hand go numb when I ride for a long time, so this just gives me an opportunity to get a quick shake out. What you do is you roll the throttle on, and then you roll this forward, and it rests on the brake lever, and then to roll it off, you just roll forward, and you got to remember to roll the forward though as you're coming to a stop. What else? I've got, these are the OE tires. Now I'm almost at 10,000, and as you can see there's only about an eighth of an inch left. I have new tires going on, the the Bridgestone Trail Wing. So I have those tires that are going on. These tires were surprisingly not that bad. I know not many people like the OE tires, but I have zero complaints about these tires. They're great on the street, and they're okay on the pavement. Anything else? I did the Zeta fill plug. I didn't like the plastic twist off thing, so I thought that was be a little bit more secure. So that's about it for add-ons. Like I said, I don't plan on doing the suspension. I only weigh 150 pounds, so the suspension is quite adequate for my weight. Some of you that are a bit heavier, you might have to upgrade the springs. I have the Moscow, what's this, the 4-liter accessory bag that I use for my water bladder, and I keep a folding handsaw on the back of the panel for trails. Any trees that are down across the trail, I can get most of it out of the way, or low-hanging branches I can cut out of the way on the trail. So yeah, that's basically just trail maintenance. You're not going to saw down or saw a log out of the way, but this is mostly for trail maintenance. I am part of the Simcoe County Riders, which is a club just north of Toronto, and so if there's any trails that need some maintenance, some tree brush clearing, then I'm able to do that when I'm out. As far as anything else, there's not much else that I've done. Like I said, it is stock engine-wise. I am thinking about the jet kit or the sprocket. Like I said, I don't want to lose that much fuel mileage, so that's what I'm fighting here. The fuel mileage is really good. It's the fuel tank that's really small. So if I do either of those upgrades, I'm going to use more fuel and lose some range, fuel tank range. So other than that, that's about it. So as far as the bike goes, I've done nothing to it. I've done probably 4 oil changes in 10,000 kilometers, and it's had its first service at 1,000 kilometers, so 600 miles. It's had its first service, and that's it. That's all I've done. I put an air filter in. That's it. It's been rock solid. I believe it'll go 100,000 kilometers. This is a rock solid bike. I would highly recommend it. It's not fast. It's not going to blow your mind, but it's super fun, especially in the city where I live. It's a blast. And when I go up north with Mason, it's amazing on the trails. I love it. So yeah, that's it. That's it for my review on this bike. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed that review. That'll be it for now. Like I said, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Thanks, guys. And I hope to do this again soon. Mellow One is out.